Russia. Focus question. What makes Russia a unique country? Where is it? Russia is a huge country that covers 16,377,742 square kilometers, 6,323,500 square miles of land. It is the largest country in the world, almost twice the size of the United States. The countries that share a border with Russia include Finland and Ukraine in Europe, and Mongolia, China, and Japan in Asia. The United States is a neighbor to Russia as well, since Russia far eastern tip is only 88.5 kilometers, 55 miles away from Alaska's western coast. The Arctic Ocean to the north and three seas to the east also border Russia. Moscow is Russia's capital city, and it is home to more than 12 million people. One of the most famous places in Moscow is the Kremlin. The Kremlin is a group of buildings including places and government offices where the Russian president lives. Just outside the Kremlin is a plaza called Red Square. Together, the Kremlin and Red Square are famous places to visit. People. About 142 million people live in Russia, making it the 10th largest population in the world. About three-fourths of the people live in cities such as Moscow and St. Petersburg. However, there are many jobs in the country that are connected to the land's natural resources. Russia has large amounts of coal, oil, and natural gas, so it is the big part of the energy industry. It produces much of the world's oil and natural gases. The fishing industry is also very important in Russia, and Russia sells fish to many countries around the world. Many of the Earth's forests are located in Russia as well. Wood from trees is turned into lumber. Russia is one of the world's biggest lumber countries. Russian is the main language in Russia. People use the Cyrillic alphabet to write Russian. The Cyrillic alphabet is based on the Greek alphabet, but there are some differences due to Russian having some sound that Greek does not have. Russian people have excelled in literature, the arts, and sports. They are particularly known for their world-famous Moscow Ballet and classical musicians. Russians stand out in all kinds of sports, including ice hockey, soccer, gymnastics, and figure skating. Land. The Russian countryside has plains and mountains. The West Siberian A Siberian plain in central Russia is huge. It covers over 2.6 million square kilometers, 1 million square miles. The Ural Mountains are located in the western part of the country and there are several other mountain ranges in the south and east. Lake Baikal, located near the Mongolian border, is the oldest and deepest lake in the world. Lake Baikal also holds about 20% of the world's unfrozen fresh water. There are several very different types of landscapes in Russia. The northern areas are large flat frozen areas called tundra. South of the tundra are the taiga, which are green forests of mainly spruce and pine trees. In the warmer areas, there are other forests of oak, maple, and birch trees. Wild grasslands are located in the southern areas of Russia. Russia is a cold country. Most of the country is as far north as Canada. Russia is home to the coldest settlement in the world, where it can get as cold as minus 71 degrees Celsius, minus 96 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit in winter. Russia has a summer season, but in some places there are only 2 months of warmer weather each year. History. Khazars or emperors ruled Russia for hundreds of years. Two of the most famous were Peter the Great and Catherine the Great. Strong leaders who helped Russia grow to become a modern power. As in many other Eastern European countries during this time, many Russian farmers were serfs. Farmers who had to work on land owned by someone else. They could not move away or get married without the landowner's permission, and they have to give the owner most of their crops. Even after the serfs were freed by order of Alexander II, the government treated them poorly. In the early 1100s, many Russians were angry about this kind of unfairness, and the revolution in 1917 ended the rule of the Khazars. After the revolution, Russia and other Eastern European countries formed the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics (USSR) in 1922. The goal of the USSR was to have the government help make people more equal and solve the problems that had led to the revolution. But the government was too powerful. The economic and political problems left many people in the USSR in poverty. It ended on December 31, 1991. Today, an elected a president and other leaders ruled Russia, and many Russians' lives have improved. Celebrations. Many Russians celebrate the Christian holidays, such as Christmas. However, some Russians celebrate Christmas Day on January 7 rather than December 25th. As Easter celebrations in Russia, people share baked goods and paint hard-boiled eggs. They are also Muslim people in Russia, so Ramadan is another big holiday there. During Ramadan, most Muslims fast, do not eat or drink anything in the hours between sunrise and sunset every day for a month. Other Russian holidays include Independence Day on June 12th and Victory Day on May 9th. Victory Day celebrates the end of World War II. The Russian holiday called Maslenitsa celebrates the end of winter. To celebrate Maslenitsa, people eat pancakes called belinis with butter. People also take sleigh rides and have snowball fights as part of the fun. Food. Perhaps one of the most popular foods in Russia is a soup called borscht. Borscht is made with beets, cabbage, and other vegetables such as onions and carrots. The soup gets its red color from the beets. People also make a traditional drink called kvass. Kvass is a sour drink that is made from stale bread. Some people make a soup called okroshka with kvass. They add cucumber, sausages, salami, and boiled eggs. People eat okroshka in the summer and serve it cold. Today, there are many foods that other countries in Russian cities, but traditional foods are still popular. Conclusion. Russia is a vast and beautiful country that is rich with natural resources. Its huge forests and fish-filled oceans, in addition to the resources beneath the earth such as oil and coal, are a big part of the Russian way of life. But Russia has much more to offer in addition to beautiful landscapes and resources. From ballet to its holiday celebrations to delicious foods, Russia is a land that is rich in tradition.